says that a point charge q is placed at a point 0 0, that means origin. Calculate the electric field at a x y in vector form. We know that the electric field due to a point charge is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. So here I have taken the coordinate system, and here a is 0 comma 0, that is the origin, and b is a point, the coordinates are given as x comma y, and a charge q is placed at origin. Here the charge q is placed. So this is the position vector of that point with respect to the origin. Now to find out electric field, the scalar form E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by this distance square. What is this distance square? We can find out the length of line as x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square and root. So let me write this one as root over x minus 0 whole square y minus 0 whole square. This is the distance, but according to the formula, charge by distance square. So the electric field is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square plus y square, because square and root get cancelled each other. Now, but we are trying to find out this in vector form. So to find out this one, first if you take this point, the electric field due to this charge at this point always acts along the line joining this charge with that point. So this is the direction of the electric field. Now you can resolve this into two components. If it is x comma y, you resolve these two components. One is Ex, the other one is Ey. So what is Ex? We can write this as E cos theta, and Ey E sin theta. So to find out this one, what is E cos theta? We know the magnitude of E is this one. So E cos theta is given by, that is, let me take this as k. This is kq by x square plus y square, and the angle made by this unit vector with x-axis is theta. So in this problem, what is cos theta? You can take this. So this is x, this is y, and this will be root over x square plus y square. So cos theta is given by x by root over x square plus y square. But what is the direction of Ex here? This is in the along x-axis. So let me keep it as I cap. Similarly, what is this Ey component? This is E sin theta kq by x square plus y square. But here sin theta is opposite side by adjacent side, y by root over x square plus y square j cap. Now I want to find out this in vector form, which is given by E is equal to E bar is equal to Ex sin cos theta plus E sin theta. So E bar is given by, you can take E common here, or here this E cos theta is this one. So you can write kq by x square plus y square whole power 3 by 2. So this is a whole power 1, this is whole power 1 by 2, we will get to 3 by 2. And what are the remaining terms here? X I cap, y j cap. So the answer is x I cap plus y j cap. Linear charge density of arc is lambda, and the total angle at the center is alpha. Direction for the potential. So here this is a arc with the charge, linear charge density lambda. Now let me take the center of this one. Here it is making angle alpha. I need to find out the electric potential due to this arc. So for this, let me take one small element here whose charge is dq. Let me join this. So let us say this is theta, and this angle will be d theta. Now the potential due to the small element is given by k, where k is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq by, let the radius of this one is r, this is also r. So equation 1. But here how you can write this one? Lambda is equal to dq by dl. So what is this dl? dl is radius into angle, that is dq by lambda r into d theta. So in place of dq you can write lambda r d theta. Let me take this as equation 2. Now to find out the total potential due to this arc, integrate this one dv with limits. Here minimum angle is 0, the maximum angle is alpha. So the limits are 0 to alpha. So this is 0 to alpha k by r. In place of dq, I am going to write lambda r d theta. Here r get cancels. The potential is given by k lambda constant integral d theta with the limits 0 to alpha. So this is k lambda into integral d theta is theta with the limits 0 to alpha. So this is k lambda alpha minus 0. The potential due to this one is k lambda alpha. So this is the expression. If you want to substitute k value here, you can write this as lambda alpha by, because these are the given values, lambda and alpha in the problem. So your final answer should be in terms of the given data only, lambda alpha. K means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this is if separation between 2 point charges decreases, then electric potential energy of increases, whether it is true or false. We know that if there are two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by some distance r, the potential energy is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r. Here, if the separation decreases, if r decreases, we can say potential energy increases. So they are telling electric potential energy system increases, whether it is true or false. Yes, if distance decreases, potential energy increases. It is true in case of two positive charges. If both are positive, yes, potential energy increases. Let us say if you take plus 1 coulombs here, minus q2 coulombs here, and this distance is r. Now what is the potential energy in the second case? This is u1, this is u2, this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. As it is a scalar quantity, we need to consider the signs of the charges also, which is q1 into minus q2 by r. So this is a negative. So this potential energy is negative. If r decreases, this negative value of potential energy increases. So it will become more negative. More negative means it value decreases. So here if for both positive charges, potential energy increasing, one positive and negative, the potential energy will not increase. As it is a negative quantity, it will decrease. That means it is true for two positive or two negative charges for both, but false in case of opposite charges. It is false. So what we can say, the potential energy between two charges not only depends between the distance, but also depends upon the sign of the charges. So U depends on two factors. One is distance of separation. Second one, sign of charges. And we need to write one more point also, which is equal to the medium between the two charges, because whenever the medium changes, the potential energy between these two also changes. This is for air. For any other medium, it will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught k. In this problem, a region consists of uniform electric field and uniform gravity G. This is acceleration due to gravity. This is the electric field, which are mutually perpendicular to each other. We know that small g always acts downwards. So let me take this is a small g, which is acting downwards, and for this electric field is perpendicular, means either it should be acting along x-axis or negative x-axis. So let me take this as x-axis E. Now, what is the force acting? Let us say one charge is placed here. Let the charge is Q. This is the charge. Q is placed. Now it has some mass also. So Q comma M. Due to gravitational force, this charged particle will experience a force vertically downward, that is gravitational pull of the earth. But due to electric force, it will try to move in the horizontal direction. So charged particle will have two different directions, that means two different motions. Now first, along x-axis, the force experienced is equal to EQ, which is equal to MA. Force F is equal to MA. So what is the acceleration along x-axis? This is EQ by M. This is equation 1. What is the acceleration experienced by the charge particle along y-axis or towards the earth? That we can write it as AY, which is equal to G. So this is along x-axis, along y-axis. Now, Initially it is placed, so starting to move, it is starting from move means the initial velocity is 0. So what is the displacement of this charged particle in along x-axis? X is equal to ut plus half L square, let me write half ax t square. So x is equal to half, this is uq by m into t square. So this I will take it as equation, this is 2, this is 3. But along y-axis also it has a displacement, so that I will write y is equal to ut plus half L square, as initial velocity is 0, directly I can write half, in along y-axis acceleration is g t square. This is equation 4. From 3 and 4 you can see, in place of t square you can write 2xm by eq. So substitute t square value here. So this equation will become y is equal to half g. What is t square? Cross multiplication, 2xm by eq. 2xm by eq. That is t square value. So y can be written as, this 2 to get cancelled. This will become mg by eq. This is capital Q, because here it is given as capital Q. Let me write this as capital Q. eq into x. So this is the equation of the trajectory. In this problem, a dipole is placed in uniform electric field E bar at an angle theta. Find what value of theta, torque on dipole is maximum and equilibrium is stable. The torque equation tau is equal to Pe sin theta. When the torque is maximum, P and E are constant, so it depends on theta. Let us say if theta is equal to 90 degrees or 270 degrees, tau is equal to Pe. So the maximum value of Pe is equal to, torque is equal to plus or minus Pe. Plus Pe in one direction, minus P in opposite direction, but both magnitudes are maximum. Now equilibrium is stable. When this dipole will be in a stable equilibrium. For any system to be in stable equilibrium, its potential energy must be minimum. So whenever the potential energy is minimum, then the system is said to be in stable equilibrium. So the potential energy of this particle is going by minus Pe cos theta. So for this to be minimum, this value must be minimum. So what is the minimum value of this cos theta? Here, if theta is equal to 0 degrees, the potential energy will become minus Pe into cos 01. So the potential energy is equal to product of dipole moment and electric field. So whenever the dipole is parallel to the field, that means theta is equal to 0 means parallel to the field, then it will have minimum potential energy and the dipole is said to be in stable equilibrium. In this problem, an infinite number of point charges each equal to q coulombs are placed at 1, 2, 4, 8 and so on. Calculate electrostatic potential at origin. So here, this is the diagram. This is the origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, like this. So the charges are placed at 1, 2, next charge 4, next charge 8 and so on up to infinite distance, Now I want to find out potential at the origin here. So the potential at the origin is equal to potential due to first charge, potential due to charge at 2, potential due to charge at 4, potential due to charge at 8 and so on, potential at infinite distance. So this can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common here. The first one q by 1, second one q by 2 because charge by distance, q by 4, q by 8 and so on, q by infinite. Now, so you can write this as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, q also common, 1 plus 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8 up to 1 by infinite. This is Gp with the 1 being the first term and 1 by 2 be the common ratio here. So we know that the sum of infinite terms is equal to a by 1 minus r. In this, a is equal to first term is 1 and common ratio 1 by 2. So sum of the infinite terms is equal to 1 by 1 minus r. Sum of infinite terms is 1 by, this 1 by 2 will become 2. So this formula will become q by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this total value will be 2. So 2 get cancelled. Therefore, the potential at this point is Q by 2 pi epsilon naught. Seventh problem. If numerical value of potential and field of a short dipole at a point R distance away from the center of the dipole is equal, then find the minimum value of R. So I have taken a dipole here. So this is the dipole minus Q plus Q. This is center O at a distance R. Here both the electric field as well as electric potential are numerically equal. So potential equal to field. So what is the potential if this is making some angle theta with the x-axis or the dipole moment? So V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by R square. This is equal to, numerically equal to, that means we are not considering the direction of this electric field, only the magnitude. So here it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R cube root over 3 cos square theta plus 1. So this is the expression. Now numerically they are equal means first you can cancel this, then this, then this and this. So now we have cos theta by R square is equal 3 cos square theta plus 1 by R cube. Now you can cancel this and this also. So this is under root. So square rooting on both sides. Square rooting R square cos square theta is equal 3 cos square theta plus 1. I need R value. So R square is equal 3 cos square theta plus 1 by cos square theta. This 3 cos of the cos square theta is 3 plus 1 by cos square theta will be secant square theta. So I got this value R square is equal 3 plus secant square theta. Here I need the minimum value of R. That means R should be minimum. 3 is a constant. That means I need to find out the minimum value of secant theta. We know that theta, let us say 0, secant theta, let us say secant 0. Secant 0 is 1. So the minimum value of secant theta when theta is equal to 0 degrees is 1. So this will become R square is equal 3 plus 1 which is equal to 4. So R is equal to 2. Problem 8. If electric potential energy of a given system is positive. So potential energy is positive, then show that 2Q greater than 3Q. So here in this problem, how many pairs are there? Because to find out the potential energy, we need to consider each and every pair. So this is one pair, this is second pair, this is third pair. So the total potential energy of this system is given by U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, product of two charges and distance between those two. So let me take 2Q into Q. This will be 2Q into Q by distance between these two is A. Next one, Q into minus Q, Q into minus Q by A. Next one, 2Q into minus Q by A. So these are the three pairs. First one 2Q, Q. Next one Q minus Q. Next one minus Q, 2Q. So this is the total potential energy. But it is given that this energy is not negative. Even though one of the charge is negative, the total potential energy of the system is positive. So here U is equal, let me take this as K. This is 2Q square by A minus Q small q by A minus 2 capital Q small q by A. So U is equal, you can take K by A common. The remaining terms are 2Q square minus 3 capital Q small q. This is the potential energy of the system of three charges at three corners of a triangle, equal triangle. Now, for the electric potential energy to be positive, K is always a constant, which is 9 in 10 power 9, which is positive. A side of the triangle always positive, and this value must be positive. So 2Q square minus 3Q should be greater than 0. So then only this will be positive value. So now let me write 2Q square should be greater than 3 capital Q small q. Q get cancelled. So we can write 2Q greater than 3 small q. This is the ninth problem. A ring of radius r is charged uniformly by lambda. So this is a ring of some charge. Total charge is not given, but the linear charge density on this one is lambda. So this is distance from the center on the axis. This is radius. So they are asked to find out potential at center as well as relation between potential and distance x from the center. So this is the distance x from the center to this point and this one potential. So how to find out the potential here? The potential, so to find out the potential at this point, let me take a small element here whose charge is dq and the distance will be root over r square plus x square. So the small potential is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon, that I am going to write in k in problems, q 1 by 4 epsilon q dq by the distance will be root over r square plus x square. But what is this dq? We know that dq is equal to lambda into that small distance which is given by dl. So here you can write this as k lambda dl by root over r square plus x square. So this is the electric potential due to small element. To find out the total potential, integrate this value. So as it is a scalar quantity, no need to convert this into components. Directly you just integrate this one. So integral dv, which is given by k lambda dl by root over r square plus x square. But what is the variable here? dl is the only variable. So here if you take this one, v is equal to k constant lambda constant root over r square plus x square. So this will be integral dl. What is integral dl? dl is the small elemental portion of the circumference. Total integration of dl is l, which is equal to 2 pi r. So this is k lambda into 2 pi r by root over r square plus x square. So this is the expression. Now if you want to find out the electric potential at the center means x will become 0. So v at the center, this is an axis, v x center is given by k lambda into 2 pi r by this x will become 0. So root over r square under root cancel, this will become r get cancelled, this will become 2 pi k lambda, 2 pi k lambda. So this is the question. Plot the following graphs. Electric field due to a conducting sphere with a distance from the center. Now if you take a conducting sphere, this is a conducting sphere, charge will reside only on its surface. From the center, how the electric field changes? We know that within the conducting sphere at any point, the potential is constant, but the electric field is 0 inside a conducting sphere. But if you move away from this one, slowly the electric field equation will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. So outside the sphere, electric field distance are inversely proportional to, actually speaking, E inversely proportional to x square. Now if you want to draw the graph for this one, let us say this is electric field, this is the distance from the center, and this is a point where x is equal to r, that is here, this point where x is equal to r, where r is the radius of the conducting sphere. Till here there is no electric field, means the graph here, this will be along x-axis. So here the electric field is 0. After that electric field rises suddenly and afterwards it is a parabola. So here E inversely proportional to x square. So from the radius, or from the surface of the sphere. Before that, here E is equal to 0 within the sphere or inside the sphere, within the sphere or inside the sphere. Inside the sphere, electric field is 0. Outside, it is gradually decreases with the distance. This is first part. Now, second one, electric potential energy of a pair of two like charges within distance r between them. Now, what is the potential? This is A. Now, this is B. The potential energy of two like charges 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r. Here this is a constant, product of charge is constant. Whenever R changes, U changes. So U inversely proportional to R. So whenever two physical quantities are inversely proportional to each other, the corresponding graph is always a rectangular hyperbola. So this is U and this is R. So U inversely proportional to R. So this is a rectangular hyperbola. This is a parabola. This is a rectangular hyperbola.